Hi everyone, I'm just popping on to give a brief introduction to my new Montblanc. I got this writer's edition Jane Austen pen for my 51st birthday. It's a magnificent pen. I blame my friend Claire Coco for this purchase. She posted this on Instagram and I immediately fell in love with it. I ended up purchasing this at the boutique in Boston. I have a little footage from the store and then I'm going to share with you an unboxing. I have had this and I've written with it every day since Tuesday. It's Sunday. It is a medium nib and it's just incredible. So I also was able to get the ink. Both of these items were shipped to me. I thought they had it in stock at the store. You'll see me test one at the store. However, that was part of a set that also included like a pencil and a ballpoint pen. So they didn't have just this individually. It was really nice to have the boutique experience, which I've really never had before, not for purchasing a pen, but I'll get into that during the unboxing. So Jane Austen, Writer's Edition, absolutely magnificent. I hope you enjoy the video. All right, we are heading into Montblanc. There it is. So I'm in the boutique and I was debating between whether or not I should order online or get it in the store. And then Fredley, am I saying that correct?
Yes.
Has been so wonderful.
Thank you.
So I have decided to get it here. It's in store, in stock. So here it is. This is the Jane Austen Writer's Edition. It comes with a little book. And what else comes in here?
All right, so it comes with a booklet that talks about Jane Austen life as a writer.
Okay.
And then it also goes into details and how the collaboration came to fruition. And then it's also in multiple different languages like English, French, and Chinese, because, you know, we have a wide variety of clientele. So.
Right. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful pen.
Definitely.
And it is a piston fill as well. I love the detail. It's a real substantial pen. It's heavy. It's so pretty. I was worried about the metal section, but it's great. And that's like the silhouette of Jane Austen on there. It's really beautiful. I'm sold. I'm sold. Thank you for your help.
Of course, I'm glad I could help.
Jimi Hendrix and Muhammad Ali. And Van Gogh. Here's my baby. While Jay was checking out, I was able to sample all of these different nib sizes. It was really fantastic. They had the nib grind engraved right on the pen, and then each pen was a different color, so I just used one of the postcards and sampled each one. It was really fun. And this is me saying goodbye. Okay, I got a special delivery today from UPS. They shipped it overnight. We weren't able to track it online because it was done internally, so I called Montblanc today in Boston, and Fred Lee actually answered the phone. He gave me my tracking number. I no sooner checked my tracking to see that it was out for delivery, and within 10 minutes, UPS was here. So I had a fantastic birthday morning with my girlfriends, got my hair colored, got a manicure, went to lunch, and I came home and my package was waiting. So this is not what arrived. This was what I got in store. I did inquire about any sort of price matching because Cult Pens had this for less money, but we were really looking for the boutique experience. And I've never actually purchased anything in store except for my Ferrari ink, which I bought at the Montblanc boutique within Harrods when I was in London. So because they couldn't price match, they could offer a gift with purchase. So they offered to either give me a bottle of ink or a bottle of fragrance. And I opted for the fragrance. And this is their signature perfume. They gave it to me in this beautiful little velvet pouch in red, which I think is so pretty. I actually love this scent. It is really unique. I don't even know how to describe it, but it is so beautiful. And this is $128 value. So I thought this was a very nice gift. It smells so nice. I love the shape of it. I can see myself wearing this very regularly. I sprayed it on today and it wasn't too heavy. I really loved it. They had another one that was kind of like a milky color. It was a little bit more like summery floral scent. So this is what I went home with. I also got some really pretty postcards that were in store. And in the video, you actually saw me testing out all of the different nibs. So this is the fine nib, the extra fine, oblique medium, oblique broad. I'm assuming that's what that is. And then a medium and then an oblique double broad. I actually really liked the oblique medium, so I tested that on my postcard here. And these are just really awesome cards as well. There were a few designs, so I took a couple of them. So pretty, right? I'll have to send a friend a postcard and use my new Jane Austen pen. So I grabbed this. It was a really nice experience. They gave me some sparkling water. I was able to sit down, try out all the nibs. I was the only one in the store and they took a lot of time with me, all of that. So even though I paid a little bit more money, we had a couple gift cards. I also sold my Greta Garbo pen, so I had some money for that. So anyways, I'm really excited. This is what I brought home with me. But this is what just came in the mail. So I actually packaged these separate. They weren't sure that the ink was going to ship the same time as this because I believe this had been on back order. They said they cannot keep the Jane Austen ink in stock, which is understandable. I think there are a lot of people, myself included, who enjoy buying these specialty inks, and it's much less money than buying a pen. So a lot of people will collect this. So here's the box, really pretty. I'm excited for this color because it looks very earthy. Writer's Edition, homage to Jane Austen in umber. I'm really excited to see that. I'll show you my Ferrari box too, because I don't think I have showcased that yet. I still have to do some hauls from London. This is my Great Characters Enzo Ferrari in purple. Very similar to this, but this has that for Jane Austen. So similar packaging. I also have Robert Louis Stevenson, and I have a full bottle of the Glacier ink. And then I have like their more traditional, the one that looks like kind of a shoe. I have Cool Gray, and I have some cartridges in some other colors. But I really love Montblanc ink, and I love these bottles. Okay. It's hard to really see the ink in the bottle because the bottles are so dark. Sometimes I really have to hold these up to the light to actually catch which ink I'm using. It's not as easy as you would think. Like if you look at these side by side, they both just look very dark. So this one's purple and this is the Jane Austen. I'm so excited. I'm nervous. This is the most we've ever invested in a pen. And I felt a little guilty buying it in store and not waiting for it through Cult Pens because it would have been a decent amount of savings. So this is very special, and I do not take this for granted at all. I feel very lucky. All of the writer's editions have this style that looks like a book. And then, oops, it also has like a little case in here. Hold on. Okay, like a little sleeve or jacket here. You know, I love the Robert Louis Stevenson pen as well, but I just feel so much more connected to Jane Austen. So I am reading Pride and Prejudice for the first time right now, and I was thoroughly inspired by the thought of purchasing this pen. I started the book before we bought the pen, and I'm really enjoying it. So this is a little booklet. This is also your service guide. It has your limited edition number. Oh, it says the date of purchase. Oh, that's interesting. July 8th. I actually bought it on the 7th, but this must have been when they sent it out because I bought it on a Sunday. All the different languages in here, which I think Fred Lee explained, and it's just so beautiful. So as much as I love the Muse series, those pens are just too small for me. And when they are not posted, they just feel too little. This is quite the opposite. This is a really substantial pen, and it's so pretty. But I know nobody's here to see the booklet. So there's the booklet. And then it has this. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. I did order this with a medium nib. Okay, I just want to see if there's anything under here. I don't think so. Oh, just a little box here. Okay, just curious. Now you hear Lumpy crunching on his bone, but he's very happy now. Let's get some close-ups here. I absolutely have a thing for the finials of Montblancs. Like if there's one that is special like this, I just love it. I love also that this pen incorporates silver trim and gold. One of my favorite things is that it says by a lady. That is how she signed her first book. Pride and Prejudice, I believe, was written in 1813, which is about the same time as the Bridgerton stories take place. And I find that after watching Bridgerton, I would say that there is a lot of inspiration from Jane Austen in Bridgerton. This is a medium 18 karat gold nib with the silhouette of Jane Austen here. This is really hefty. Now this pen, if I hold it unposted, feels very comfortable. It's not even postable, so not an option. It is a piston fill. I was a little apprehensive. I did want to try it in store because I typically don't love a metal section, but this doesn't feel slippery at all. It has the little medium sticker on there, which I will actually take off. I kept it on my Montblanc 149 because I have two. I kept the medium sticker on just so I wouldn't get it confused with my extra fine, although I feel like I know them pretty well now. Yeah, so this is just gorgeous. Let's compare it to a couple of other pens. I will use my little velvet pouch because this will hold things. We're going to come in a little bit. So I will share with you some of my Montblanc collection so you can see size-wise. This is it next to a 149, and you know how large 149s are, so this is a really beefy pen. I do want to see the nib side by side because the 149 nib is still larger than this nib by quite a bit. So even though the pen is about the same height, it definitely weighs more than the 149, but the nib, nothing really compares to this nib. But size-wise, you can see them side by side. The very first Montblanc that I purchased was this Noblesse, which is vintage. The clip is a little stretched out, but other than that, this is a beautiful pen, very feminine, probably one of my thinnest pens. I really like this pen because it fits in the side of my Louis Vuitton planner. Not many fountain pens fit into the pen holder of most of my planners, but this is one of the exceptions. So this is a really pretty pen, my very first Montblanc. Very interesting nib there. This is a cartridge converter fill. Actually, for this one, it didn't come with a converter, I don't think. So I have just Montblanc cartridges in here. So yeah, this is a really pretty pen, but tiny, tiny compared to these other pens. This was a Christmas present, and this is the Duo Glacier, and I absolutely love this cap. It's so pretty. This is an even smaller nib, very lightweight. I like how these kind of complement each other. The blues are slightly different, but I like in general that this blue is a very like a smoky blue. It's not bright. I really like that. There's another one here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe my dog's going to be crunching throughout this whole video. I'm so sorry. And then, of course, the tiniest of my crew here is my Montblanc Bébé, as Moira would say. Love this finial too. It's so pretty. This is such a great pen. It's absolutely tiny. I can barely even hold it when it's uncapped, but you twist it on and there is the Bébé. So these are my Montblancs. I also have another 149. So this is my entire Montblanc collection, minus the ink. For size comparison, this is my Hongdian, which I absolutely love. And that is more in line, I would say, with the Noblesse. Just to show you a TWSBI next to the Jane Austen pen. This is probably somewhat comparable. This actually seems taller even, and that is my Pelikan M1000. And a pen many will be familiar with is the Esterbrook SD. This is my Rocky Top. I love this. And there you go for size comparison. So this is kind of a beefy lineup. I chose some of the larger pens to show you. Let's compare this nib to, say, the Esterbrook SD. I feel like these will be more comparable nib sizes. The SD may even be a little bit taller. But okay, I am dying to ink this up, so let's get to it. Just a really quick overview of the pen before we ink it up. The entire silhouette of the pen is made to look like a wax seal stamp. Also, the barrel of the pen is meant to look like columns, and you will also see Jane Austen's signature on there. You'll see the silhouette of Jane Austen on the nib, which is 18 karat gold. Also on the cap ring, I thought this was a cool detail. There are the Roman numerals which signify chapter 43, which is when Elizabeth Bennet sees Mr. Darcy's estate for the first time. I just love all the details. This clip is so cool too. It is supposed to represent the drawstring purses used during that time period. They were called reticules, and they were often used for women to house things like their handkerchief or perhaps a mirror or little trinkets. I'm going to just quickly rinse this really quick before I ink it up. I actually have no idea what this ink looks like because they didn't have any samples inside the store, so I'm very excited for this. Maybe we'll give a little swatch. This is my beautiful walnut pen rest from Fountain Pendulum out of Canada. Oh, that's the wrong one. This is the Enzo. All right. See, I can never tell the color difference. No, wait. No, I think this is the right color. It looks like purple? No way. Hold on. I'm so confused. These look like the same color. No, maybe not. I'm so confused right now. Is this seriously the Jane Austen color? It says it's umber. This is so interesting. If I didn't know better, I would think that this was a mistake. Let's spread it out a little bit. Let's see how it dries down. I'm intrigued. Yeah, funny, because this says brown, marron, and that's what this says, M-A-R-R-O-N. This is the right stuff. That is not what I expected. All right, well, that was a surprise, but I bet it will be a better match coming out. It's probably good that this is a metal section also, because I would hate to get this part inked or risk that I could stain it. Again, this is a piston fill, so the first thing you do is loosen the piston. Just twist it this way, and then when you turn it and tighten it, it will draw in the ink. So you have to get it like this first. I will not be putting any shimmer ink or anything like that in this pen. I'm going to baby this pen quite a bit. And then you just want to clean off the sides here. When I think of umber, I think of like steeped umber from Ferris Wheel Press. You know, this was not what I was expecting, but all right, who's ready? I'm going to sit for this. Wow, beautiful. It's definitely a juicy writer. The medium is plenty broad for me. I don't think I would have wanted a fine nib. This is so nice. I love this color here. It's so beautiful. What a nice writer. That is all for my overview of the Jane Austen pen. I've really enjoyed writing with this. The cap is super heavy. This is not a pen that you can post, but what is really nice about this is the balance of the body of the pen. It's similar in size, I would say, to the 149, except this has a little bit more weight. And I've noticed as I've written with this all week, I went to write something with the TWSBI and it felt like nothing. So it's definitely substantial, but not too heavy. I like little beefier pens, so this is really nice. I love the neutral colors of it. It's not really an in-your-face sort of a thing. I love how they use silver and gold throughout this pen. I just grabbed my notebook for you. The ink is really interesting. You probably saw my surprise when I first opened it. It wasn't what I was expecting based on the packaging or the name, but it kept reminding me of an ink. So I went ahead and I sampled J. Urban's Cacao de Brazil, which I may have said in the video. So this is the Urban ink right here, and this is 2 samples of the Montblanc. When I went to write in the titles the next day, I wasn't sure which ink was which, so I re-inked the Montblanc here. So they definitely look different in the larger swatches, but if you look closely at the writing, they're pretty similar if you're looking for some sort of a dupe. And I'm sure there's more than this. This was just something that came to mind. Definitely the Montblanc has more like purple undertones, but I'll get in nice and close. I just figured I would share that with you. I also did a Zentangle with the Jane Austen ink. I've been really, really enjoying this pen and the ink and playing with it all week. Just a total classic, and in my opinion, one of the most beautiful writer's edition that has ever been released. I'm really excited about this, and I'm about 25% through Pride and Prejudice, and I'm really enjoying it, and I'm going to reward myself by watching the movie with Keira Knightley after I finish the book. So this has been kind of fun to buy the pen, which inspired me to read the book, and I've heard so much about the movie. My mom is currently reading the whole series from Jane Austen. I just am really excited about this. I feel very grateful that I have this in my pen collection, and I'm grateful to you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you have any of the writer's editions. If so, which one from Montblanc do you own, or which one do you have your eye on? So that's all. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, friends.